Israeli War Cabinet Minister Benny Gantz followed through on his threat and resigned from Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's emergency government on Sunday in criticism of Netanyahu's conduct of the war. The centrist politician's resignation leaves Netanyahu more reliant on far-right partners.
Regrettably, Netanyahu is preventing us from advancing towards true victory, which is the justification for the ongoing and painful cost of war. That is why we are leaving the emergency government today with a heavy heart but with full confidence.
The resignation was long expected ever since Gantz gave the conservative veteran prime minister an ultimatum last month to come up with a clear vision of post-war Gaza, where Israel has been pressing on with a devastating military assault.
Fateful and strategic decisions are met with hesitance and procrastination because of political considerations. Sincerely, joining the government was an easy decision. Leaving while our hostages are in Hamas tunnel, while the residents of the north are far from their homes and thousands of fighters are on the front, is a complex and excruciating decision.
The former defense minister pressed Netanyahu to call for early elections. Gantz also urged current defense minister Yoav Gallant to quit the government. Netanyahu appealed to Gantz not to abandon the front, but his departure will not endanger the parliamentary majority of 64 seats in the 120-seat Knesset held by the ruling right-wing coalition. Watching the announcement, Israelis were split on Gantz's decision.
I think that in the beginning of the war, it was right that he came and joined the government. But now I think that it's time for a change. We are not happy with the government as it is now. So it's the right time for him to move on and try to make a difference.
To be honest, I believe Gantz shouldn't leave the government during a war, a crisis, tough time for our country. Probably more than ever, resolve the hostages. I don't think that someone from the government should leave us at the time of war. I believe we should be united and should be staying strong as a nation.
Gantz's resignation follows deep division among Israelis, with tens of thousands of protesters demanding Netanyahu's resignation and fresh elections. A lack of progress in negotiations with Hamas and a seemingly endless war in Gaza that killed more than 37,000 Palestinians, mostly women and children, has now left Netanyahu and his far-right ministers to steer the government in these turbulent times alone. Mohammad Al-Kassim, TRT World, occupied East Jerusalem.